was just looking for something to paint. Have you ever had that feeling where you just wanted to make something, to create something, maybe to paint something that you saw, or draw something that you saw, or maybe just get your hands dirty? Well, that's what I'm here for. My name is Mrs. Huke. H-U-K-E. Huke. It's kind of a funny last name. But that's me. And I am going to be your art teacher this year. And it makes me so happy to think about us having art together. It's going to be a little bit different at the beginning of the year. And that is okay. We're going to find a way together to have fun and create. The way we're going to do it is through videos. You'll be coming into school to see your teachers in the morning, and in the afternoon, one day a week, you will have a new art video from me. And together on those art videos, we will create together. So we'll be together in a different way. It's not like we usually would be in the art room at Mater Dei. Someday we will be back there. But for now, we're going to make it work by creating together on video. Now, let's talk a little bit about art. I love art, and I hope that you like art too. I find that people either love art or they think they're not good at art. And I'm here to tell you that you are good at art, and I will prove it this year. Art and being good at art isn't about who can draw the best shark. Although it's really fun to learn how to draw a shark, and we will be learning how this year. It's really about being creative. And the good news there is you already are creative. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're someone who's gone out into the world and says, "Whoa, cool. Mom, look at the shape of that cloud. That looks like an elephant." Well, that means you're creative, and that also means you're an artist. If you're walking around and you see a big shiny skyscraper and you think, "Look how tall that building is. It's like it's almost touching the sky." Well, that's art. A creative person designed that building, and you're the creative person that's admiring it. You recognize that as something that's cool. Even if you're someone who gets a pack of gummy bears and pulls out their favorite color and says, "My favorite color is blue." Well, that right there is art. Color is art. And color is one of the first things that we're going to be learning about and talking about in our very first art video. But before we get there, I still want to talk to you a little bit about art and what we're going to learn and how we're going to learn at the beginning of the school year. I love gummy bears. Do you? I wish I had one that was this big. Art on video is going to be a little bit different. We won't be in a room together, so the rules are going to be a little bit different. When we eventually get back into our big art room, I'll talk more about art room rules. But the one rule that I have for us while we do these videos is a very simple rule, but sometimes it's hard. And that rule is to be nice. It's sort of hard to create art when you're not feeling nice. Sometimes you can, but in my class, it's very important to me, above all else, that you are treating others, treating me, and even treating yourself nicely. So let's talk a little bit about this number one rule of Mrs. Hughes. You will be watching videos, and you might say at some point during the video, "I can't do this. I can't." Or you might not say that at all. I feel like you're not going to say that at all. But when we are presented with a project, you might say, I can't do it. Well, I want you to be nice to yourself and say, I can do it. I'm going to try the best I can. That's all that we want you to do in art, is try your best, be nice to yourself, be nice to your neighbors, and be nice to me. When we're in the art room, be nice to me will mean not interrupting, cleaning up after yourself. So when you're at home, you have to think of that space as your little art room. And when you do a project with me, I want you to clean up your space after so that mom and dad aren't annoyed. So you have to make me that promise that you'll clean up your space just like we would in our art room. Now, we won't be doing super messy things. We'll save that for when we get back into the art room. I'll tell you a little secret about me. I do like to get messy. It's a lot of fun, and that's what makes art different than other classes. But we always have to clean up after. It's hard if you have another class coming in and there's a big mess. The same way, if you're doing a project at home on video and watching me, and you're doing it at your dinner table, at your dining room table, and you have to have dinner in a little bit, you don't want to leave that mess there. So please clean that up so your mom or dad or sister or brothers don't have to do that. So in art, our number one rule will be throughout the year, whether we're on video or whether we're in the classroom, to be kind and nice to one another. Be nice to our things. I am going to be providing art supplies for you, sometimes to bring home. Those are gifts from the school for you to borrow for art. They're very nice and they need to be taken care of. So when I send you home with art supplies, you treat them very, very nicely. You treat your paintbrush very nicely. And when we get to our lesson plans about painting, I'll go over how to treat your brush and how to treat your paints. But it is important that when you bring something home from school for your art lesson, you treat it kindly, treat it nicely, and wait to use it until we watch our video. We are going to have a lot of fun this year. It's a little different, I know, having art this way. But I promise you, we are going to find ways to have a lot of fun together, even if it's on these videos, and a way to create together. And I can't wait to see what this year holds. And I know that you will have a wonderful year together creating. You are an artist.